What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B High Radio. Shout in as always. I got my podcast partner off in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, aka Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
You need to get some heat up in here, man.
See, leave it to Pimp C. The TV ain't got no temperature, okay?
Pimp C said TV ain't got no temperature, but you do need a little heat.
Look, it ain't even that cold in here, though. It ain't even that cold. You just over here bundled up looking like you about to make a snow angel.
Let me take it down.
No, you trying to make a snow angel in my damn office.
What's going on?
Hey, man, you know, we got good news for Atlanta. You know, Young Thug, he's released from prison. Now, here's what's going on. Now, according to WSB-TV, Williams was sentenced to a total of 40 years, with the first 5 years in prison. The sentence was commuted to time served, followed by 15 years on probation, followed by 20 backloaded years of prison. Should Williams complete the full 15 years of probation, the backloaded portion of the sentence will be commuted to time served. Now, special conditions of his probation include 48 hours after his release, Williams cannot be in Metro Atlanta for the first 10 years of his probation. The only exceptions are if he is attending a wedding, funeral, or graduation or medical emergency of an immediate family member. Secondly, Williams is required to return to the Metro Atlanta area to make a live anti-gang and anti-gun violence presentation 4 times a year at a grade school, middle school, boys and girls club, or something similar to that. Williams is also barred from communicating with anyone affiliated with the criminal street gang who is not a member of his immediate family outside of his biological brother and Sergio Kitchens, a.k.a. Gunner. And he is also barred from promoting criminal street gangs, including on social media, nor is he allowed to throw any hand signs that will promote or represent criminal street gangs directly or indirectly. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, after seeing everything unfold, man, first of all, you know, this trial was long as hell.
Right.
Okay? You could tell it was extremely stressful for him, the state, the family, the fans.
9 judges.
9 judges, and everybody who was involved. I mean, after seeing the outcome of everything, Wick, what are your thoughts on this, man?
Do you got a minute? And
I got some time.
Yeah, so it's a lot I wanna unpack here. I want to tell you, tell you a story and the people a story real quick too, and then I'm gonna come back to what it all means. So you're gonna have to stay with me.
Yeah.
2011, I was locked up in Atlanta in the same jail he was in.
Yeah.
On the 7th floor. I don't know what floor he was on, but that's the highest floor. And I was facing 35 years. I have told this story before, but for the people that haven't heard it, I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah.
And it wasn't street gang stuff. As a matter of fact, when I went to jail and Atlanta came and got me, the people outside as I was going to jail, they was like, well, he ain't ghetto mafia. So the gang unit actually came to talk to me. They thought that at the time ghetto mafia was a street gang.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, nigga, this it's a rap group. And one of the officers knew. He was like, nah, he a rapper, blah 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 blah. So anyway, so I'm in jail. I had I never forget this. I had Judge Baxter. I was trying to get a bond, trying to get out of there. They denied my bond.
Yeah.
Same thing was going on with Thug.
Yeah.
They don't offer me 35 years if I play it out to this ag assault, aggravated battery. I had a bunch of bullshit that they had on chumped up charges on me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I got denied bond till they bound me over to Superior Court. So when I got ready to go to court, I had to wind up hiring Mr. Davis. Everybody in Atlanta know Mr. Davis. He'd be wearing the bow tie, the bald head with the bow tie. Shout out to Mr. Davis. He's a friend of the family. So he picked my case up. He said, "I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna get you a bond so you can fight this from the streets, because more than likely, if you don't fight this from the streets, you know they gon' bam you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you can fight from the streets and kind of get out here and do community service, get out here and show that you know what I'm saying, that you're doing good in the community, kind of what they don't gave Thug on the back end.
Yeah.
He was trying to tell me to do that on the front end. And we can show this to the judge that, you know what I'm saying, that you are changing your life.
That's right.
And so we get to court, and I had wound up. I was in there, a few months before I actually got another court hearing. So I get in there, and I'm in front. I'm in front of the judge. I go up to the podium. They asking me, blah 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 about the. Do I if I got out, what would I do, and blah, 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 and all this sort of kind of mess. So anyway, to make a long story short, to cut through everything, Judge Baxter gave me a bond to get out. And when he gave me that bond, I'm saying, I'm hugging Mr. Davis. I'm happy. And I look back, and when I look back, I saw, my mama, Beverly, my auntie Aura, my Uncle Charles, my brother Eddie, my grandmama, and my nieces and nephews, everybody, all my immediate family sitting in court. And when I look back at them, it instantly made me, I was just overdrawn with just emotion. I shed a tear, and not but because I was just happy because I was, just because I was going home. But what I shed a tear about is that I had a family, when I look back and saw a family that had been praying for me, that was there, for my court dates. Everybody chipped in to pay for this lawyer. I ain't have no money.
Yeah.
Everybody chipped in to pay for a lawyer, so it cost my family money because this was a serious case that I was on.
Yeah.
And when I looked over my mama, I said, this is the last time, and I meant it.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, I get it. As they taking me out of there back into the hole and said, if you ever been in Atlanta, they take you out of the court and put you into like a little hallway until they take you back to the cage, until they load you on the bus and take you back over. You see what I'm saying? So I know this. I know exactly what Thug has been. And when I look back at my mom and I told her, I said, this is the last time. I meant it. You know what I'm saying? And I go back to the jail. Once I got, they let me out that next morning. Once I got out, I goes over to my mom's house. I thanked everybody, and my mama looked at me and she told me this. She said, don't just thank me. Thank your grandmama over there. Thank your nieces and nephews. Thank Ms. Emma from across the damn street, because when you was locked up in there, this whole street, this whole community was praying for you to get out. And she looked at me and she said, because she don't call me Wicked, she called me Roderick. She said, "Right, we tired. I'm tired." And what's gonna show me that you really, that what you meant when you said this is the last time when you walked out of court, we're not gonna know today. We're gonna know a year from now, 2 years from now. 2 years from now, will I look back and say, this family, we believed in you, and you proved us right, or will this family say we believed in you and you proved us wrong? And so I made it my business to prove my family right. Now back to what I'm saying with Thug. When you got out, and there's a lot of people around the city that's happy. Everybody, kumbaya, yay Thug, yay that. And one thing is, there's families out here that are probably not so happy. You know what I'm saying? I want to throw up prayers to them also. And second of all, I would say this to Thug. This is bigger than you. It's bigger than just your immediate family. You had a whole city, a whole country praying for you that saw something in you. The divine, the universe saw something in you. It's your duty now to prove everybody right, not prove everybody wrong. And only time will tell that. So I say that to say, be high that, I don't want to ever see a black man, go down the road, because look, here's the deal. Had I went down, had I threw my life away that day, or had they thrown my life away that day, at the point I was then, I wasn't the guy that's sitting right here in front of me. You wouldn't have been here for me. Absolutely. And by me changing my life, it later on down the road, it impacted Beehive, didn't it? Yeah. And that's the same thing I be telling y'all young rappers out there. Stop living for the minute, live for the hour. Stop living for the minute, live for the hour. Stop living for the day, live for tomorrow. Because you never know, Thug could be sitting here helping me out 10, 15 years from now. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Or helping somebody out that's coming up. So the universe has spoken. They have let you out. This is a day that, of course I'm happy that a black man, because we all have this behind. Let me say this. Yeah. We as black people, we there's some people that's gonna be like, you know what? I don't care what he did. We got one up on the man. We've been going to jail and wrongly accused for 400 years, and there's a lot of black men that have been sent to prison that didn't do anything. Yeah. So you're gonna have a lot of people don't care what he did. All they care about is he beat it. Yeah. But then you're gonna have a lot of people that's going on this side right here gonna say, well, you know what? look at the hurt and the pain that you cause to the community and families that are out here right now. You know what I'm saying? And right now we feel like, you got a lot of debt to society that has to be made up. That's why a lot of those stipulations that you read, I like a lot of them. I like a lot of them. But like I said, I'm split down the middle. I'm definitely 1,000% happy that he's out on the streets.
Yeah.
Because now he could add absolutely to what we to what we need. But at the same time, we tired. And it ain't just Thug. We tired of all the bullshit from y'all.
You made some excellent, valid points and if your loud ass bubble jacket wasn't jiggling all the time, I would have heard him. But no, I just had to lighten it up, just to lighten the load, man. Yeah. Now, what you said, I mean, you hit the nail on the head with that. With Thug getting out right now, I'm looking at it as an opportunity for redemption, like what you was talking about earlier. He's about to give back to this community, and I want to see him be just as big of a star and advocate for the community as he was on the other side.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He has the opportunity to do this now. Also, YFN Lucci is going to be coming home pretty soon too.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure they're going through the exact same thing.
Correct.
The question is, can we as men handle grown men business and find ways to come together to make this community better? Because at the end of the day, it ain't nothing but a bunch of pain out here leading up until now.
Right.
So let's figure out a way to save these kids and save the future. We might not be able to handle what we did in the past, but we can definitely make this thing a better place for the next generation coming up. And the influence that they have on the community, especially Thug and Lucci and stuff like that. When they see Thug then change their life, when Thug say, hey man, don't get in no gang.
Right.
When Thug say, hey man, don't do no drugs,
right,
it's gonna make people follow suit. Also, with him and Gunna getting back together,
right,
they were the last of the jammers, as I would always say out of Atlanta. When I talk about jammers, people that made jams.
Right.
So they don't have to talk about drilling and acting a fool to make a hit. Them boys actually have real deal talent.
Right.
So I'm, excited to see what kind of music they're going to come up with, because in the same breath, the music that they'll come up with now might change the trajectory of hip-hop.
Absolutely.
Because they're going to set the tone for how hip-hop needs to be going forward. So when I say a reset, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about.
Right.
Thug's career, Lucci's career, Gunna's career is going through a reset right now. You're getting a chance to start over and do it right.
Correct.
We resetting this thing. So now when you come back with some motivational stuff, telling folks to love their parents, or telling folks to raise their kids, telling folks to just go out and celebrate and have a good time, telling folks to relax and, stop the violence, telling folks, right from wrong, that's going to move the culture forward in ways that I don't even think that people will be prepared for, because that's going to be extremely impactful. When Thug is showing up to them schools, when Lucci is showing up to them schools, when they're showing up for the community in a way that is going to make it better for everybody, man, I think that we will definitely be in a better place after the situation. And for me, sitting back watching everything, man, it's just been crazy just watching this whole situation play out on each and every side, like you said, with the families that have been hurt, or when you're talking about the families of the co-defendants and seeing the stress that they having to deal with. You're talking about the other co-defendants that had to take pleas and stuff, and the stress they had to deal with.
Absolutely.
It's been a stressful situation for
everybody.
The
victims itself.
The victims itself, hearing those stories and stuff like that. All of these different stories, man, weigh deeply on anybody in the city that was paying attention to what was going on.
Absolutely.
Hell, the stress of the judges and the prosecutors and the defense attorneys and all of that stuff. You can see everybody in there was going through hell trying to get to where they're at right now.
Right.
But the question is, let's let it all not be for nothing.
For nothing. And that's what I was saying. And only time will tell that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I told you that story. That's why Mom said, you can say whatever you want right now. You just got out. You're happy. We're all happy that you're out. It's a celebration. But we're tired. We're tired, and the community is tired.
Yeah.
And they just thug. We're tired of all the killing of each other, young black men. We are tired.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And time will tell if this really meant something to Thug or was just, it was all game. I think that, hearing him talk and saying, I'm not a bad guy, I felt that, and I really did. I felt that, and I felt like that's all he could really say. Because I think I said something similar to that. I'm not the guy that's in front of you right now that's on paper. I'm not a monster.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And when he said that, I felt that. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
The way I feel about everything, him, Lucci, everybody involved, a lot of them, if almost all of them, are not bad guys. When them streets get a hold of your ass,
right,
it brings that out of you. So hence, you can't come into the city of Atlanta and be in these streets for 10 years because we don't want you to be nowhere near anything that could jeopardize your life or cause you to jeopardize somebody else's life.
Well, and that was cool, but it's either you got a good heart or you got a bad heart. It's one of the two. And if you continue on doing evil and you're okay with that, it's gonna find you no matter. I don't care if you in buttfuck Georgia or goddamn California or city of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna find you. If your heart is right, then he's gonna survive anywhere. As far his message is gonna resonate anywhere. And I think I right now I think that I'm hoping, and I don't think because I don't know him personally, but I hope that this hit him, that seeing that the impact that this had on his family, like you said, all the co-defendants family, there are co-defendants right now behind that took a plea that's doing 5 to 10 years. Thug walked right out of jail last night. His niggas got to do 10 that was loyal to him, that was around there with him. What about their families? How they feel like, damn, he was the big dog and he walked right out because he got money, but my boo-boo broke, you know what I'm saying? And he had to cop out. And he finna do 10 years. Where's the justice in that? So this is big. You understand what I'm saying? So he owes people around him, family members, the city, and himself.
Yeah.
To do the right thing, stand on business, stand on the community, and stand on changing his life. Period.
I can agree with you. Y'all hit the comments, man. How do y'all feel about this whole situation? Beehive Radio shouted, Big Galaxy. We gone.